when everything happened, all the stuff she said on the internet, man, it tore a hole in my heart. Honestly, that shit f***ed me up because, first of all, I'm not used to getting disrespected by my kids. So when she said those things, that me up, man. I was angry and I was super sad.
Little Big Benzino is absolutely losing it right now, and the reason behind it has everybody talking. This whole situation went from messy to downright embarrassing in record time, and Queen 8 is right at the center of it all. What started as quiet tension has now blown up into a full-blown family spectacle, and there's no way to ignore it anymore. The internet is watching this unfold in real time, and Benzino is not handling it well at all. It all kicked off with his ex, Althea, who came out swinging with some serious accusations. She claimed he was secretly linking up with Bobby, and she made it clear she wasn't guessing or repeating rumors. She said it loud and proud, like she had proof to back it up. Benzino tried to shut it down fast, but the moment Coir stepped into the picture, everything unraveled. That's when things really started slipping out of his control. According to Althea, this wasn't some new situation either. She said the alleged situation had been going on for a while and made it clear she wasn't speaking on hearsay. She even claimed she had receipts and was ready to show them if pushed.
Forget about who I'm with. And basically, listen, I could still be with her, but just come down here and be with her too. No, absolutely not. You're disrespectful and you're delusional. Now, she loses these properties and she had a mental breakdown. She was just released from a mental facility, say like a week ago. Yeah, let me tell you about that. So the last 5 months, she's purposely kept my son, my 10-year-old, out of school. Purposely. Right? I ain't seen this woman, been around this woman in 7 years. She been left, she been try to do her own thing, and God bless, I didn't get involved with none of that. I moved on and kept it moving, right? We're not even gonna discuss any of our relationship back then because I wanna forget about it, and I have forgotten, right?
From there, Benzino completely spiraled online, going on rants, throwing threats around, and clearly feeling the pressure. The energy shifted fast. And it was obvious he wasn't prepared for how public this was about to get. And here's where it gets even messier. Coir didn't come to play at all. With her being his daughter, people already knew she had inside knowledge. And once she started speaking up, it got real uncomfortable. She and Benzino have been on bad terms for a while, so it looked like she had been waiting for the right moment to speak her truth. When she did, it landed hard, and the internet caught every second of it. What makes it even crazier is that Coir wasn't even involved at first. This all started when Althea called Benzino out for being absent as a father and holding her back. Their relationship has been toxic for years, but things exploded when she accused him of jealousy and trying to stunt her growth. Then she dropped screenshots from their private messages, claiming he was actually messing around, and that's when everything went off the rails. Now Benzino looks cornered, embarrassed, and completely exposed, while the internet is eating up every update. The drama keeps piling up, and the silence from his side is only making things louder. Bobby V, please, I really tried to love you. That's how Althea came in, and she did not let up. She said she gave her very last just trying to be a mother, all while watching her life fall apart. She straight up said she lost her home, her child suffered, and she felt completely abandoned. Then when he casually replied with, "Okay, great," she snapped right back asking, "So you're admitting it?" Yeah, that reply lit the whole thing on fire. She didn't stop there either. Althea went in, saying all of this mess happened while she was allegedly getting no child support, no help, and not even assistance when it came to doctor visits. She made it clear she was struggling while he was acting unbothered, and the frustration jumped right off the screen. The tone wasn't confusion anymore. It was pain mixed with anger, and people felt that.
Big thing over nothing. I mean, I was staying overnight. I was in the shower. He came banging on the door. Boom. The Spanish guy came up first. I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs. Here's my credit card. I was staying overnight." That guy's crazy, man. It's nuts. So checking out. It's not even a big thing. He's wasting your time. He ain't did no crime or nothing. It's crazy. Came in here banging on the door. Boom. The Spanish guy came. Yes, amigo. I'm staying another night. We go downstairs. I'm in the shower. What the want me to do, man?
All right,
that guy's
sir.
crazy, man. So we're leaving.
Is there anything else in this room?
There's somebody else in the shower. You want to go talk to him?
He's right there. He's getting ready.
In another message, she went even harder. She said, "I wish I chose Dave. He tried to tell me the truth, but my loyalty was with you." That line alone had social media gasping. She accused him of never really loving her and said straight up that he loved men instead. She even added, "Ashley told me," making it clear this wasn't something she just made up overnight. At that point, the tea was overflowing. Althea didn't hold back one single detail, and calling him out for allegedly being on the DL was just the cherry on top. The internet already knew where this was headed, and it didn't take long before Coyer jumped into the mess and cranked the chaos all the way up. But before we even get into Coyer's role, we have to talk about Benzino's meltdown. Because y'all, that man started crashing out bad. Veins popping out his neck and arms, yelling online, doing way too much for someone who keeps screaming innocence. The math was not mathing. Instead of clearing things up, he tried to flip the script, claiming Althea was unstable and even saying she'd been released from a psychiatric facility. But that move backfired fast. People instantly asked if she was really that unstable. Why would he be okay leaving their child with her alone, especially if he's now trying to paint her as dangerous? That argument only made things look worse, and the internet wasted no time poking holes in his story.
Child's mother had just took Zeno. He was 1 year old, just moved him out of, we broke up. She just ran to California, took my son out there. I ran out there trying to figure it out and try to reconcile with her. It didn't happen. I had to come back to Atlanta. I didn't have a place to stay. My money was low. Didn't have a car. Cavario, who's a friend of mine over 20 years, I came from Cali. I didn't have too much money. I had to do my thing.
The pressure kept building, and Benzino looked more cornered by the second. He tried to brush it off like, "I'm not even mad." But the chaos absolutely did not stop there. Things took a sharp left when Althea accused him of refusing to return their son, and that's when people really started asking questions. According to her, this wasn't about co-parenting at all. It was about control. And the allegations made the situation look real ugly, real fast. Althea claimed he was pressuring her to walk back her public statements, saying she had to go online and say she was lying about the whole Bobby V and Benzino situation if she wanted her child back. That accusation alone shook people up. She wrote, "My baby daddy is saying he won't give me my child back unless I say I lied on social media." And that sent shockwaves through the internet. She made it clear she wasn't backing down or rewriting her truth for anybody. She also added that she wasn't just talking out of emotion. According to her, there were people around who had already told her what was going on, and she stood 10 toes down on what she said. She basically told him, "I'm not saying anything you asked me to say if it's not true," and that line had people cheering her on. The pressure was building, and Benzino's name kept looking messier by the minute. Now here's where it gets even spicier. Remember when Althea mentioned having neighborhood sources backing up her claims? Well, insiders are saying that source was none other than Coyer herself. Allegedly, she was the one who originally spilled the tea to Althea, and once that info started floating around, the internet lost it. If true, that means this drama was way closer to home than anyone thought, and Coyer hasn't exactly been subtle either. She's been liking, reposting, and supporting Althea's shady posts, especially the ones calling Benzino out directly. That silent support spoke loud, and people noticed immediately. When your own child appears to be siding with your ex, that says a whole lot without saying much at all. But the shadiest moment? Coyer reportedly did a quick post and delete referencing Benzino's past rumors about being on the DL. She allegedly shared a link tied to an old interview where a trans model spoke about her experience with him, including late-night calls. The post didn't stay up long, but screenshots live forever, and once again, the internet caught every detail. She said he was showing my pictures to a stripper. Yeah, that's how wild this got. According to the claims, he was allegedly showing her photos and telling someone else he wanted them to come through because it was some kind of fantasy. And she was clearly confused and hurt, saying, "Why would you show my pictures to someone else? Why would you even bring me up in your private moments?"
See, that's the problem. Everybody thinks it's like a silver spoon situation. My dad lost the source when I was like 9, bro. Like once it was gone, I was old enough to understand life. And it was gone after that. Like reality hit. We're broke and we're figuring things out. You feel me?
The whole situation sounded messy, uncomfortable, and way too personal to be aired out like this. People online immediately clocked it as chaotic behavior. And honestly, the reactions were loud. The internet wasn't buying the excuses, and Benzino ended up getting dragged for days straight. Instead of letting it cool off, he clapped back and claimed Shauna was lying, saying she was only doing it for attention and clout. He tried to flip the story, saying they were never involved like that and that nothing physical ever happened. But here's where it gets messy again. The story kept changing. First, he said she was lying about the situation completely. Then he said they talked, but were never involved. That back and forth only made people question him more. And just when it seemed like things might die down, Coi reposted something that made folks raise their eyebrows all over again. That repost low-key suggested there might be more truth to Shauna's claims than he wanted to admit. And let's not forget, this isn't the first time Benzino's name has been tied to rumors like this. People still remember when he was allegedly caught in a motel situation with another man. At the time, he brushed it off, saying they were just sharing a room because of money issues. But let's be real, not everyone believed that explanation back then, and even fewer believe it now. With Coi and Althea both backing this narrative, people online are starting to feel like there's too much smoke for there not to be some kind of fire. The rumors just keep stacking up, and Benzino's denials aren't doing much to calm things down. And speaking of patterns, Bobby V's name being brought up only added more fuel to the mess. Folks quickly remembered that he's faced similar accusations in the past, including claims made years ago by a trans adult worker. He denied those too, saying it was all an attempt to extort him. But now that his name is back in the mix, people are side-eyeing the whole situation all over again. This drama just keeps spiraling, and every new detail makes it harder for anyone involved to walk away clean. Y'all already know what time it is because this part of the story gets even messier. And yes, Shauna Brooks is back in the conversation too. The same model who was previously linked to Benzino is now being tied to Bobby V as well, and she did not hesitate to speak up about it online. She went straight to social media and made it loud, basically saying, "Don't act brand new. This is business, and we run in the same circles." That alone had people doing double takes. She even posted a message calling Bobby V out directly, making it clear she wasn't hiding and wasn't scared to speak her truth. The tone was bold, confident, and very much giving, "I know what I know." Once that post started circulating, the rumors exploded all over again, and folks started connecting dots left and right. Now here's where it gets even wilder. People online began whispering about an alleged three-person situation involving Benzino, Shauna, and Bobby V. Nothing confirmed, but the rumors started flying fast, especially with Coi quietly supporting posts that hinted at the same story. And once that happened, the internet ran with it. Everybody suddenly had opinions, theories, and timelines lined up.
I think it'd be like hard, like dating a rapper, like a rap star, like a male rapper.
Right, yeah, she's gonna have to deal with it. I mean,
like Trippie Redd been like he been in the game a minute. Like he got crazy fans too.
Man, they be going crazy. So you already know the groupie lines down the corner after every show. Him as a man is gonna have to come to terms with that with just him and God. Because I don't want to be a hypocrite because I know what I was doing. But she's my daughter. If you love her and you love the child and you plan on being with her, then, you know, nowadays with social media, it's going to be hard to do any type of cheating. But if you do it, you just you know, be respectful at it.
So you think being in a monogamous relationship is going to be hard for them with the pressure
It's hard to be in a monogamous relationship with anybody right now. I know Coi is a one-woman type guy. Mm-hmm. She's not with the, you know, just, you know what I'm saying, him messing around. So
because, you know, some relationships be open. She's not with that open stuff. She's like, hey, you're mine. That's it. Yeah.
And let's be real. With Benzino's messy history, folks weren't exactly shocked. His relationship with Coi has been rocky for years, and she's made it clear more than once that she wants no part of his drama. She's distanced herself publicly multiple times, especially after he made comments in the past that rubbed people the wrong way. One of the biggest moments was when he publicly defended someone facing serious charges, and Coi immediately shut that down. She made it clear she didn't agree, didn't support those views, and didn't want her name attached to any of it. She even said outright that she hadn't spoken to him in a long time and wanted no association with his actions or opinions. That right there told people everything they needed to know. And of course, Benzino didn't take that well. He went off in interviews, got defensive, and made some comments that only made things worse. The tension between them has been obvious ever since. And now, with all this new drama resurfacing, it's clear why she's kept her distance. At this point, the receipts, the reposts, and the old statements are all lining up a little too perfectly. Whether people believe every claim or not, one thing's clear. This situation is far from over, and more details keep coming out by the day. He really tried to flip the whole thing around. Benzino went on record saying Choir cut him off over his comments about the R. Kelly situation, acting confused, like he didn't understand why she wanted nothing to do with him. Then he doubled down and dragged up an old interview, claiming she once answered a personal question about her teenage years, trying to turn it into a gotcha moment. He basically said, "You're condemning me, but look at what you said," and tried to frame it like she had no business speaking up at all. And that's where people started side-eyeing him hard. Throwing your own daughter under the bus just to defend a grown man convicted of serious crimes was a wild move. Folks online were not feeling that logic one bit, and the backlash was instant. Instead of taking accountability, he went straight into deflection mode, and it only made things look worse. Choir didn't stay quiet either. She clapped back with a message that hit deep, saying that sharing blood doesn't automatically make someone family. She broke it down clearly, saying family is about loyalty, respect, boundaries, guidance, love, patience, and support. That response alone had people applauding her for standing firm and protecting her peace.
Cool, want to keep saying my name? I'm suing everybody that lied on me from now on. Tired of playing.
And let's be real for a second. This wasn't even their first blow up. People remember when Benzino completely lost it after Choir went on The Breakfast Club and said she didn't grow up with money. A lot of folks assume she did because of his early 2000s fame, but her honesty struck a nerve he clearly wasn't ready for. That moment embarrassed him badly, and according to Choir, things got dark behind the scenes. She later claimed he started making threats toward her and her mother, which shocked a lot of people. She eventually took to social media and admitted she hated airing family business publicly, but said her father needed help. That statement changed the whole tone of the situation. It stopped being just messy internet drama and started sounding like something much deeper. Every time Benzino speaks, another layer peels back and the picture doesn't look good at all. The tension between them has been real for years, and this latest chapter just proves how fractured that relationship really is. She kept going and made her point crystal clear. She said, "Sorry if I offended you on The Breakfast Club, but don't threaten me or my mom just because you hate admitting we went broke after everything fell apart." And whoo! That line hit hard. She didn't stop there either. She claimed her dad was texting her mom with threats, all because she spoke her truth on a major platform. On the very day her album dropped, she straight up said, "The devil is working." And honestly, the timing alone had people shook. She painted it as a pattern too. Every time things start going right for her, here he comes acting strange and trying to throw chaos into her life. The frustration was loud, the hurt was real, and people listening could feel it through the screen. Benzino did not like that one bit and clapped back, calling her ungrateful, which only made the situation explode even more. But things really went left earlier this year when Benzino appeared to defend Trippie Redd during that cheating situation involving Choir. That move reportedly cut deep. Folks noticed how hurt she was, and shortly after, it looked like she decided she wasn't staying quiet anymore. A lot of people believe that's when the gloves came off, and that's when the Bobby V situation got exposed. And now Bobby V is reportedly threatening legal action against both Althea and Choir. Yeah, lawyers are getting mentioned, statements are being watched closely, and suddenly everybody is scrambling. Bobby is allegedly trying to protect his name, but the internet isn't letting anything slide. Once something hits social media, there's no putting it back in the bottle. This time, Benzino isn't just arguing with blogs or random commenters. He's facing his own past, his own words, and his own daughter refusing to stay silent. Choir didn't hint. She stood 10 toes down and backed what was being said, letting every drop of tea spill. The tension is heavy, and the receipts keep stacking. Now it's threats, denials, and damage control everywhere. Whatever was supposed to stay private is fully public now, and there's no walking this back. The only real question left is, who speaks next? And how ugly does this get once nobody has anything left to lose? So before you dip, make sure you smash that like button if you're riding with us, tap subscribe if you're a real one, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single messy update. Trust me, you're gonna want to be here for the next video.